Welcome to Annandale High School. I'm Miss Benitez. I'm one of the school counselors here at Annandale. I have students with last names A through CARR. So let's go over next year's course registration. So please pay attention. Today's objective, we will discuss differences between middle school and high school. We will discuss graduation requirements. We will provide you information to prepare for upcoming course selection. High school versus middle school. High school versus middle school. Materials covered faster in high school, and there's also more work. You need to have good study habits. Teachers expect you to be independent. They want you to ask for help. And also your attendance does matter. Lots of opportunities will be given to you. You will take classes with different interests, sports, clubs, activities, events, etc. Name it, we might have it. We ask that you get involved. Here at Annandale High School, we have lots of clubs and organizations and sports that you are able to take. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about what we have to offer, take a look at our school's website and look for student life and activities, and it will all be listed there. If you're interested in playing a sport in the fall, most times they start tryouts in the summer, so you want to be prepared. So look at those deadlines, turn in the applications, and also your physical form that you need to do before the deadline. Graduation, what's the big deal? So you've been in school for a while now. So our goal is that you graduate and that you graduate on time. So please pay attention. These are the following requirements of what you need in order to graduate. So the state of Virginia offers two types of diplomas. We have the standard and the advanced diploma. We're also an IB school, therefore we offer the International Baccalaureate IB Diploma program. That means these are the most rigorous courses we have. So they can be very challenging, but I think students are capable of doing it. And that has also its own requirements. But once you're in high school, we can go over that with you. Must pass certain amount of classes and SOLs. So let's start with the advanced diploma. In order to graduate with the advanced diploma, every student needs 4 years of English, 4 years of social studies, 4 years of math, and 4 years of science. Both diplomas require 2 years for PE. Both diplomas required 1 year of economics and personal finance. Both diplomas require electives. The advanced diploma does require 3 years of a world language, or sometimes students can go up to 4, either because they did 2 years of one language and 2 years of another, or also because the IB diploma also requires you'll be hitting the 4th year or the 5th year of it as well. With the standard diploma, you need 4 years of English, 3 years of social studies, 3 years of math, 3 years of science, 2 years PE, 1 year econ and personal finance, electives. There is no requirement for a world language, but should you choose to take it, then you can use those as electives. So the advanced diploma requires 26 credits. The standard diploma requires 22 credits. Every class you take is a credit. Another difference between high school and middle school is in order to be moved to the next level of a course, you have to pass that course. So if you're currently, let's say, in Algebra 1, in order to move to geometry, you need to pass Algebra 1. If you don't pass it, you might have to retake it. So let's try to avoid that. Must pass SOLs to graduate. So in order to graduate, you need 5 SOLs in high school. Those 5 are 2 in English, which is your reading and your writing. And then you need 1 in math, 1 in social studies, and 1 in science. You must also pass 5 classes to be promoted to 10th grade. You must also pass 5 classes to be able to play sports. So in your schedule, you'll have 7 classes. We do expect you to pass all 7, but you need at least 5 of those to be promoted to 10th grade. High school credits in middle school can put you ahead. You can count those towards your high school GPA. You can still improve them currently if you are not doing so well in it. And you can erase it from your student record. The way that that would happen is your parents have to sign a grade expunge form. So all your courses, if you're currently, let's say, in Algebra 1 or geometry, and you're taking a world language in middle school, that starts your GPA. So you want to make sure you get a good grade in it so that your GPA isn't badly impacted by it, right? So unless you remove it from your schedule, from your record, then that means basically that you will start all over with your GPA. When picking classes, please consider the following. Look at your current grades that you have. Look at your work habits that you have. Also, additional commitments. If you're in activities, sports, home responsibilities, job, it could all pile up on you. All of your grades will count, so don't overload yourself. Challenge yourself by taking rigorous classes in areas that you're strong in. Also, when you consider courses, consider them for yourself, not because your friends are going to be taking it. Because they might like something, but you might not, and then we can't change your classes later on. It's a bit hard to do that. Typical 9th grade schedule will look something like this. You will all have an English class, a social studies, a science, a math, a PE class, a world language, or an elective, and then another elective. Our bell schedule will look something like this. It could always change, so just keep an eye on if it changes next year. Red days are our odd days, and white days are our even days. This does have 8 classes because we have something called W4. W4 is our advisory period. And where you see pride time is usually intervention or study hall time, but that is also assigned to you. But you don't have to worry about that until you get to high school and a few weeks go by. Typical 9th grade schedule, like I mentioned earlier, you have 7 classes. But sometimes students don't do so well in a class or they struggled in the SOL. Therefore, they might get a support class. What that means is instead of having an elective, they might have another extra math support class, or they might have an ELD class, or they might have something different on their schedule that might need more supports. When selecting courses, you can use this QR code to look at the online course offering catalog. It kind of gives you our information for our 9th graders coming to high school. We will have there the course offering catalog. You will be able to also use the Google form link there, I believe. And also the Rising 9th grade open house information will also be posted there. If you have any questions about what a course does or what they offer, that could be a good way to read it out and explain it to you. The way it looks something like this. If you select the filter for 9th grade, it will only give you the courses that are offered for 9th graders. For example, if you look at cybersecurity as an option, it will give you a description of what the course entails and what grades are able to take it and how many credits you get from it. So it's a good tool in case you have any questions about what a course will be like and all that. How do you choose your core classes? We want you to look at the following. So for math, science, English, and social studies, we have the options of honors versus standard. So you might want to take more rigors, so that would be an honors course, or you might just choose to do the standard, which is perfectly fine as well. But we want you to consider the following: your teacher recommendation, your work and study habits, your current academic achievement, your strengths and your interests, and honor courses are more rigorous than standard courses, like I mentioned. When we say teacher recommendation, your teacher knows you best. They have seen you in their course, so they kind of know where your strengths are and what might be the best fit for you next year. So you would want to just listen to them and see what they say, but also talk to your parents. Core classes. For next year, you will have the option of either doing English 9 or English 9 honors. For social studies, you will do either World History 2 or World History 2 honors. For science, you'll do environmental science, biology, or biology honors. For math, it really depends where you are currently in math. If you're currently taking Math 8, then next year you'll be taking Algebra 1. If you struggled with Math 8, you might be taking Algebra 1 Plus. That means that it is every day. So you will have 2 periods for math. If you're currently in Algebra 1, next year you could do Geometry or Geometry Honors or Geometry Plus. Again, plus means they meet every day, so it's 2 spaces in your schedule. If you're currently in Geometry or Geometry Honors, next year you would do Algebra 2 or Algebra 2 Honors. Now, next is elective courses. Elective courses, these are the ones that we offer for 9th graders. So if you have any questions, like I said, use the course catalog and it could explain to you what each course entails. Business Info Tech has accounting, computer science foundations, computer science programming, cybersecurity, digital applications, information systems, family and consumer science, introduction to culinary arts, nutrition and wellness, marketing. Auto Tech 1, Electronics 1, STEM Design, Sports Medicine, African American History, Creative Writing, Journalism, and Photojournalism. There's also band, chorus, guitar, orchestra, theater arts 1, technical theater 1, 2D studio art 1, 3D studio art 1, digital art 1, photography and studio art design 1. World languages. Here at Annandale, we offer Arabic, French, and Spanish for heritage speakers. You might need to take a placement exam if you are not currently in one of those courses so that we know which level you should be exactly in. If you have a D or below in a language this year, you will need to repeat this class in 9th grade. If you repeat course, be sure to expunge it from your transcript. But again, it also depends on your level and everything. So we'll look at that afterwards. The other part that we want to make sure you know of is that there is also a world language credit exam that you might have taken in middle school. So you might already have credits for world language. Or if you haven't yet, you still have the opportunity to do so in high school, and you could earn 1, 2, or 3 credits in high school for the language that you already speak at home. Bottom line, we want you to take this all into consideration, be thoughtful about your choice, talk to your parents, teachers, and counselor, submit your course selection form by the deadline, and you can request a course change before the end of March. Should you need to change anything, please let your counselor know. They will let us know. Here at Annandale, we have a lot of counselors, so it all depends on your alphabet of your last name. So again, I'm Ms. Benitez. I'm the counselor for students A through CARR. And then we have other counselors as well. And we have 2 EL counselors that support our students with levels 1 and 2. Okay. Counselors are also, our alphabets could change. So it might be us, it might be someone different that you didn't see in the list. Okay. Thank you. Let's see. We also ask that you start following us on social media. This is our Adams to Serve Instagram. We promise we don't look at any student stuff. It's just more we want you guys to get the information. This will be important when you get to high school to follow our Instagrams here at school, just so that you are more aware of what's going on and what events are happening and what clubs and orgs are meeting, so that you're more in touch with what's going on here at Annandale. And if you have questions, please ask your teachers or counselors that are there with you. and they might be able to answer. Again, you will be doing a link, a Google form, with either your teacher or your counselor to choose your classes for next year. Be thoughtful about it. Think about what courses you really think would be best for you. Choose it for yourself, not because your friends are there, because changing your classes for the following year can get tricky, especially with space and all that. So it might be a little harder for us to be able to accommodate to it. So choose it wisely, think about you, and we can't wait to see you next year. Thank you.